Most of the politicians around Gachagua right now are interested to get the popularity within the mountain. This is something that Rigathi Gachagua must be very keen on the people who are around him. The people like those ones of Kalonzo, they just want to get the sympathy and actually even the support from the mountain region. The genuine aspect of it is that these people are not actually genuinely with him, particularly in support of what he's doing. If you see, Gachagua was supposed to even resign and build himself, but he felt there are better options. But the best thing that Kalonzo and his team wanted is that he does not resign, so that his ambitions of becoming a president in this country are shattered. That is not the basis of my analysis here today. Today I want to talk about the people from the mountain, particularly the politicians who have been actually on the forefront standing with Rigathi Gachagua. I want to tell these people that they are pretenders and pretenders and pretenders. Why am I saying so? When Rigathi Gachagua was messing up in this country, they were all quiet. They left him to do whatever he wanted. Let me give an example of the senator from Nyandarua. When Rigathi Gachagua was talking of shares, they didn't tell him, hey, Bwana DP, hizi inaleta shida Kenya mzima. They didn't say anything. They kept quiet. Akaribu. These senators, they kept quiet when Rigathi Gachagua went to Baringo and told these people under Kamket that you don't have shares in government. There's nothing I can give you right now. When ngoja serikali kuja hapo ndio tutapanga nyinyi mtapata baadaye. I mean, showing people that you don't vote for the government, you don't have anything in the government. That was very wrong. The same gentleman went to Mombasa, where he said to the people of that region that if you don't have shares in Kwale, then you didn't vote for our party. That means you don't have shares in government. They left Rigathi Gachagua to create an enmity with the people of Kenya outside the mountain. That is what I'm talking about. These senators, these MPs who are with Rigathi Gachagua, you left him to mess himself up. He messed himself up. Then now you're coming here to stand by his side. It is okay. But why did you mess up? Why did you allow him to do the mistakes I did before? And then now when he's in problem, you guys, you are showing that you're trying to show that you're so loyal to him and you want to support him. Those are the things that we don't want from our leaders. So therefore, Rigathi Gachagua must be very careful about some of these leaders. One thing we have to speak here categorically, it is that Rigathi Gachagua went even to Kericho and he spoke the same sentiments of shareholding. This is one of the things that took him home, and we have to accept that. The issues of wealth, we all know that Rigathi Gachagua is not the only one who have stolen. All these people have stolen money, and now they have all brought money on board as an issue, yet they have all acquired wealth illegally. People are building houses, buying cars, lands, choppers across the country. So Rigathi Gachagua, I don't think Rigathi Gachagua has a chopper. So therefore, it is very clear here. We have to state it categorically that Rigathi Gachagua, he has people around him who are not genuine. Therefore, he has to be very careful on crafting a team that's going to champion for some of the things that he's planning to do in this country. I'm saying this deliberately because it is very clear that some of the leaders just want to benefit from his popularity. However, there are some genuine leaders, you can say, like the MP Wamshomba. Wamshomba used to criticize even Rigathi Gachagua himself. But when Rigathi Gachagua needed someone to stand by his side, Wamshomba was out there to defend him. I mean, that is what we need. Such kind of leaders who have been speaking in all sides. Before, we had Wamshomba speaking in support of Uhuru Kenyatta. He told the Even Finance Bill 2023, stop it is hurting Kenyans. He talked to Even Finance Bill 2024. She's now actually again supporting Rigathi Gachagua. Those are the good examples of leaders that Rigathi Gachagua must hang out with. People you can rely on. People can stand by their principles. People who can stand by their principles. But the people who are around Kalonzo now, around Gachagua, are just smiling deep inside that Rigathi Gachagua is falling and now will support Kalonzo. That is not a good move. That's a selfish one. We want, if Kalonzo wants to vie and for presidency in this country, let him move to the mountain, vie there, ask for votes, support from there, so that at least when if Rigathi Gachagua decides to support him, it finds that other people from the mountain are already supporting him. So therefore, let's avoid this deceit, this kind of conmanship, where we want just to hang on somebody just for the survivor. Now, another thing I want to say is that now Rigathi Gachagua has to be very careful on some of the things that he's going to say, some of the things he's planning to do, and some of the things he's planning to execute at any point and in any time, at any time. So therefore, it is crucial because some of these moves that he's going to make, they're likely to put him in trouble or elevate him. So we want to see those leaders around him, advising him on various things that he needs to do to keep himself safe from any other crucifixion just like the one we've experienced under the impeachment period. Another thing we have to speak here categorically is that Rigathi Gachagua did not have friends. And all these leaders that we have from the mountain, they did not give him support of getting any friends. He does not have friends. Even the senators who support him, how many friends has he brought on board? How many senators did he reach out and tell them, hey, my friend senator, please colleague, let's support Rigathi Gachagua? How many? Rigathi Gachagua does not have friends. So therefore, he needs to build friends across the country, move from one place to another, go get friends, particularly politicians who are like-minded and who are positive about the development of the common manage. Because these are the people we want to listen to. Right now, if he stands, he will be alone, doing all this by himself. And this is a terrible thing, because when the times come when you need politicians, you can't convince them to come closer. They can't trust you. They can't trust you. You've not been with them before. So therefore, it's ideal these leaders come together, create our network, and actually build themselves and even solidify the mountain. Right now, as we speak, the mountain is going to have so many people who are coming up as leaders. And when these people come up as leaders, most probably they will choose sides based on who is who has money, who has this, who has that ground. Rigathi Gachagua has to position himself to be the most preferred leader within the mountain. The most preferred leader within the mountain. So he has to get to the ground and win the people first. After winning the people, now he can shift it and go and get friends, of course. But he has to win the people first, just like he was doing with one man, one vote, one shilling. The only problem I had with Rigathi Gachagua is they do with shares. The issue to do with shares. But the issue to do with one man, one vote, one shillings was a good thing, because that's what we need to do so that this country can get equitable share of resources. Because we can't have an MP with 500,000 constituents getting 130 million, and an MP with 19,000 constituents getting 130 million. What is equity there? So therefore, those are some of the things we want them fixed. However, Rigathi Gachagua now must remember that he is the king opposition leader in this country. He has to take over from Kalonzo and any other person and oppose the government to the latter, and ensure that in every part that is moving in this country, there is seriousness on opposition and actually oversighting what the government is doing. That is the only thing we need. Now, as we speak right now, there are so many laws that are going to be passed, because Raila Amolo Odinga and Ruto combined, the numbers are there and they can do anything. They have to stand firm. Lazima Rigathi Gachagua amue kwamba, now I want to change this Kenya to the positive side, and that will help him gain more support in the other parts of the country where the shareholding sentiments, had affected negatively, because people didn't like the sentiments. They were so bitter to listen to. Because in the country we all pay taxes. I also feel that Rigathi Gachagua need to apologize and say sorry to the Kenyans, particularly for mentioning the issues to do with shareholding and blah blah blah, because they were very bad sentiments that actually put the rest of the country in fear that in case Rigathi Gachagua takes over, how are we going to benefit as a country? It's very clear that we can't all vote to one direction, but at least whenever any government takes over, it's our own government. That's my video there and there. Kindly make sure to subscribe, like and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukwa.